Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Um, Already did the full moon report. It's out. It's posted. Hopefully, that's going to help you out, and you will understand the preparations right now that goes on today and tomorrow about this. Uh, yeah, the test is needed. Let me explain a little bit of what the energy is going to come in and as you listen this report. Um, in a business, when things don't go wrong, what do you do? And the things that you work with others, when things go wrong, what do you do? That is going to be that challenges because sometimes you have to accept that certain things doesn't work. And what are you going to do? The first thing. The failure of the Capricorn is that when the things don't work, point out the fingers towards others because Capricorn seeks that perfection in there. And the biggest failure of the Capricorn it is pointing out the finger toward itself. So with this kind of like a situations, very rare you can see things in there. But when the Capricorn does that, particularly revaluations, it sees the needs of change, the need of evolutions, the need of understanding more of what is going on beyond anything ever known. So this is going to be a power, but there is going to be some challenges. And are you accepting the energies? Are you accepting the things? It's going to be a big test for you. Why? Well, the moon exiting out of Capricorn, she is going to be squaring Chiron, opposing Mars, and squaring Lilith at the same time, pretty much the most of the half of the day. And you're going to feel these energies of pointing out the fingers towards others, and that could be involving as a Chiron is in areas that it's you that needs to heal things. Mars is in Cancer, it's about the family that you feel like there is no family patterns in there. Lilith, the dark moon Lilith is in Libra, which is the relationships. And now you have that moon at Capricorn that failed to see self. So with this energy today is going to be a very interesting. I'm going to be giving you the chart, and that's how it's going to start it because in the morning at 7 o'clock in the morning, as we see it, that energy, you're going to be feeling it overnight. The day before, you're going to feel this energy. That energy is going to be really, really powerful. Okay, but at the same time, hopefully, are you seeing it, that energies with the universe? Uh, as that half of you sees that you are part of the universe, as that half of you sees the other energies, he sees the other positions, options, and opportunities to recreate, to innovate yourself, to remake yourself. So the moon is going to be challenging a lot of stuff, and that is going to be the wake up. You're going to feel the pressures in there. You're going to feel like the pressure deeply within your guts, in your head, in there, everywhere that you can think of. But with that energies right now, be mindful about your emotions. Don't let the emotions to mess it up what you need to do. Okay, but seek the intuition for advice. So in the next hour at 8 o'clock, we're gonna see that the authority is gonna kick in. Hopefully, you put the authority, you put yourself together. With that energy is gonna be a focus, as you're going to see it at the new moon. That energy is gonna be focus of Jupiter. Uranus is beginning to be slowing down. He's going to be come down to a retrograde stationary. We're going to see how the things in the universe all of a sudden begins to shift, to change towards directions and moving into the material life. That energy is going to be very powerful continuously as you see it. Where is your relationship with others? Um, it's gonna be some challenging times there, but hopefully you gonna be understand and you getting it. All right, next hour, the ascendant is gonna be with Saturn and Pisces. That's gonna be a squaring. Remind you about this hold ups in there. The midheaven that's going to be at Sag is going to be very helpful. Healthy way of this, because Venus right now and Lilith and Uranus, they're working all together with Mars. You're going to be getting at this kind of like glimpses of how to divine it's coming in and helps you of listen to your soul. Listen how you're going to be acting as an angel. This is a test for you. And for those who's going to fail the test, you're going to be in the emotions of agitations, cutting off relationships, opposing the energies of growth, and you're going to be acting unabased out of past wounds. Okay? That's how you're going to be. You're going to be having that fear that the past wounds you have, they remind you for the pain. And you're like, you don't want to do this, when you should be overcoming that energies and moving forward. All right. And this is one of the failures that happens at Capricorn. All right. We are going to be moving out on the next hour at 10 o'clock. The ascendant is going to be with Chiron, triggering exactly what I was just talking about the scars. You see, the scars, they can bring you of life. They can bring you this like, yeah, I conquer my battles. I already went through it. I know how to proceed. Or you're going to see your scars is like, I don't want to have another scars. I'm going to be pulling everything out. I'm living out of the fear. And that's how it is. So the test is going to be a very interesting. It's very powerful. Particularly, it's going to be over your energies, emotions. Don't forget about it, that the emotions you're going to be feel, that's going to be the energies you are going to be either emitting or receiving, because that energy that you feel creates a magnetic field, and that's what the gravity kicks on. You're either going to gravitate with your fears towards your fears, or you're going to be gravitating with your compassion to see the situations, to hold on, to understand and read how to overcome issues that you probably never overcome before. Okay, some of the people who's gonna be feeling like, oh yeah, I was there before, that's how it is. And you're gonna see this energy at 11 o'clock. As a midheaven, it's gonna be together with the moon, talking about like 11, 10, 11, 15. You're gonna see that particular energies. I'm talking about Mars and Lilith and Chiron. This oppositions is in there. This kind of like a squaring that is going to be really focused within your emotions. You see that energy of the North Node. You see these energies of growth with Uranus in there. That probably support in there that tells you, hold on, wait for me. I'm going to be turning direct. I'm going to be move you in a material world. Please be patient. Use your strength to hold. And some other people will not hold because they are impatient. Okay? That typical Capricorn impatience. And when that typical Capricorn impatience with that oppositions with the Mars that's currently at Cancer, here you go. Here you have the volcanoes. Here you have the wrong things. Here you're saying yourself the wrong things. While the moon right now, it's going to be pointing out, it's going to be like, everything is okay. Let's act wise with Saturn. Let's put the love in there with Venus. Let me go and find that North Node. Let put that universe that comes in and Earth. Deal with the stuff. Things is going to be arranged. And just because there is a problem, they're not going to be forever and ever. They're going to be overcome. They are about to be understood. And this is when you are going to be knowing that going into the unknown ways to resolve issues, it's going to help you. That's how you renovate yourself. And this is why the moon is preparing to join what? Mercury. Mercury right now is in Aquarius. And that energy of Mercury of Aquarius is going to be helping you to talk to yourself about the new ways. Because you maybe tried old ways and the old ways failed. Now you're trying to see what the new ways are, but you have to learn them. And that's what the Mercury and the moon, it's going to be coming in and telling this. Okay? This is hopefully you getting it within yourself as understanding. All right. Next hour, the things is gonna calm down a little bit. They're not gonna be that much intensified. As you see, the energies with Mars is gonna be coming down a little bit for the energies with Lilith is gonna be increased, but so is the energies gonna calm down with Chiron. So if you start overcoming this, that's gonna be based out of your authority. Your authority will understand what choices to authorize. Okay, even though you're going to be feeling under pressure within the moon, within your emotions, it's going to be like, oh my God, here is, I'm passing this test. I'm not going to do any crazy, stupid stuff. All right. So hopefully that's what your authority will tell you. In the next hour, we have seen it that the midheaven it's moving into deep within Aquarius. That energy is going to be divine with Mars, and this is the moment when Mars is like, oh my God, phew, thank you, divine energies. I appreciate it. It was a very good divine job that has been done. Yeah, I see my scars, but I didn't act on it. Okay, I have this fear within my guts, but I don't act on it because I attracted that fear, because that fear is within me. Now I need to understand to face it. So facing it, that fear is going to come out from the ascendant. It is about relationship within yourself in that time. All right, next hour is going to be even a little bit better. Don't forget about it that Venus and Uranus right now, they are in divine yacht with Lilith. It's all about these deep shadows that we are going to have. All right, it has been going on. It's going to be over there. It's about clearing. Okay, clearing patterns about relationships. You may learn a relationship from friends. You may advise it from a parents. You may get relationships through movies or however it is. But there is some certain energies about the relationships that scares the crops out of you. The truth is in there. That's what you need to see. And you're going to be seeing it as the true Lilith is going to be united again with the mean Lilith during that new moon period. All right. Talking about this divine energies, the midheaven is going to be with Venus. You need to understand if it's something does not be healed with love, can be needed more love. But sometimes you need to understand, doesn't matter how much love you get in it, into these positions, it is about you. The love is powerful, but when you find the peace and love within yourself, then the things is going to be in much better directions. As the moon, it's going to be at 27 degrees of Capricorn. That stubbornness is going to be coming down. The wounds, as you see it here with the Chiron, it's not making anymore. Those kind of like scars, you understand them that they are a scars from winning a battle, not for you staying in fears. Okay, so now that energy is gonna comes in with the midheaven. It's gonna be start working, start gonna put in away. This is the time where the this typical get up after you've been having a breakdown. This typical get up of the Capricorn strength that it's like, you know what, I'm gonna go back and finish it. I'm gonna go back and do it. I'm gonna get up and complete what I'm set up to do. And this is that last degrees of Capricorn that tells you to go out there and do it again, get up again, renovate it again. That is a transition from Capricorn into Aquarius. Okay, so right now the moon is going to be preparing you for this, and you're going to start feeling it, and hopefully you're going to be act on this. All right. 4 o'clock, you're going to be seeing it, this energies of opposition of the ascendant. Thanks God. Hopefully you don't have anything in the first degrees of Leo. You're going to be having a hard time in there. But right now, that energy of the ascendant, it says like the thing's coming. Your ego is going to be forcing it in here. You don't see it this. Essence, this is right now, it is in about the 6th and the 7th house energies in there. Be mindful about organizing yourself and what are you thinking about the relationships you're within, because this is about the new relationships you're developing in there. If you have Aquarius at the 7th house there, we have a lot of storm outside, guys. So I'm hoping that we're not going to have some issues with the power outages, but there was a warning here. So if you're hearing any noises out, that's what this is, but it is what it is. So to go back in here, the radar for innovations is going to be start kicking in. You're going to be thinking a totally new way. You are going to be understanding how much of the things are, and new downloads. Particularly a new downloads is going to be start coming in towards you, and you're going to be understanding much more about life, processing, working with yourself, understanding yourself as energy here. All right. Hi, Stephanie. Yeah, it's been windy. I mean, it started like 2 hours ago, and now it's kind of like picking up even up. The issue a warning here, and I don't know what is going on, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, 5 o'clock, midheaven. It's gonna be at Aries opposing Lilith. A lot of you, particularly on that, pay attention if you have anything within the 18th, like the last degrees of there within areas, because that is going to be trigger a lot of you. If you have anything in the last degrees of areas, you're going to be looking at that shadow, like you're going to be mindful about it. Don't hate yourself. It is about everyone has that, particularly a relationship with others, and particularly when areas point the fingers about the relationships with others. So be mindful about this. Hi, Kekelo. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the greetings. This energy right here, it's gonna be continue triggering that emotions. This is kind of like the last straw that you're gonna be seeing it in this. It's kind of like people who hold on to that negative energy to the most of the day. Right now, if you're back home and you're dumping that energy to your partner, accept nothing but problems that you created. Okay, it's just the energy is like this to test you. Okay, to test you, because if you're acting on the proper energies that are coming in of what it's working, you're not gonna be acting like that. Okay. All right. Next hour, the wisdom is gonna come in. That wisdom is the ascendant. It's going to be at Leo. We spoke about this wisdom, that it's the last degrees of Leo, the beginning of the first degrees of Virgo. As the midheaven, it's going to be at Taurus. Material things are not going okay. Something is not right. Money, real estate, name it. Okay, everything that has to do with housing, money, survival mode, food, if you have to. Okay, but here is that Uranus is pretty much slowing down a retrograde mode. Pretty soon he's gonna be at stationary. Spoke about this. You're gonna feel like the universe is not doing anything. What am I supposed to do? Don't depend on the universe. You need to find that power within yourself to recreate yourself. And that's what the moon is going to be looking at right in here. She's going to be looking at to Venus, to Neptune, to the North Node. I have a new beginning that I need to recreate, because this old way, this old stubbornness is not going to work. I have to think about some new solution out of the box. And this is going to trigger the most powerful moments when you start thinking out of the box. Okay? Powerful energy. You're going to be seeing those energies. As we talking about Uranus there on the next hour, 7 p.m., midheaven is going to be with Uranus. Again, that Lilith, that is it, the relationships right now with this. This is like you going down to your own shadow within the relationships together with your partner, and you're resolving the last issues that you need to do for the new beginning. Venus is gonna come out in areas, and we are gonna be seeing that new power, that new fire in there. okay? And that fire is going to come in as a result of this, okay? So looking at on these situations over and over, you're going to be finding a lot of stuff, okay? But don't forget about it, that when you bring your light into the darkness, you turning that darkness from unknown to known, and you're shining the light in there. And sometimes the light is only you. All right. Next hour, we are going to be focused of this Jupiter. We are going to be talking about this Jupiter for the next, I'm talking about 15, 16 days. You're going to be seeing it. I already said that on the report of the new moon, because when the new moon comes in, that trine in there, it's going to be focused only there. And you're going to be seeing it that soon as the moon is going to be merging Jupiter, soon as it passing by Jupiter, Jupiter is turning direct. Okay, that is in the report. You're going to be seeing it because that's what you need to go. We'll talk about this friendliness and let's be a friends in there. But that is a personal friend within yourself that determined who's going to be your surrounding. Okay, who is going to be your surrounding. If you know yourself, you will know who is surrounding you. All right, next hour that is going to be at 9 o'clock, the ascendant that is going to be at Virgo. It's going to be these challenges right now within Pisces. If you're Virgo and have something in the 25th, let's say plus minus 5 degrees, means like the 30th degree of Virgo and the 20th degree of Virgo, you feel this intense energies here that it's piling it up. I mean, there is a lot of energy of Pisces right now pointing out towards Virgo. A lot of organizations needs to be done. A lot of love that needs to be opened up. A lot of new visions that it needs to be organized, and everything has to be in its own place. So as the knots are beginning to move again in there, we are seeing it that they're in the last minute. Okay, there in the last minute of Libra and in the last minute of Aries. So there's going to be a lot of switch going on within the new moon. Very important new moon, because this is union with the moon, Mercury, Pluto, and the sun. And we're going to be seeing those changes tomorrow. Powerful changes. Okay, powerful changes. And for those who's going to be passing the today's test of acceptance, that things not okay, but you have to move anyway and redevelop, recreate, reinnovate things. Those going to be the people who's going to win. And 10 o'clock, midheaven is going to be at Cancer. That is going to be that energies with we're talking about. You are putting the divine family back into an order. That is going to be the little tricky part of the day. What is the reason for it? You do it. And who has to do it? But who? You see, we've been talking about Mars, and we're going to be talking more about this Mars at Cancer retrograde in there. But he's right now under the power of Saturn and Venus. He hopefully does the right things. But if he going of that shadow, his secret agendas in there, and of that unhealed wounds, he can create more nightmares than anything. So you might see it as energies. It's kind of like the Jedi versus the Sith, or the good versus the bad, the angel versus the devils, and so on and so on. You know, however your interpretations of this is, how can you operate with this? You maintain the balance of your own self. And that's what the warrior is gonna be doing. Okay? Not to go in and fight, not to go in and create this continuously energies, but understand what the energies are creating and the consequences of the energies you create. And that is going to be this renovating of your own self. You're going to be see that is the energy of the growth. But you're going to find that energies at 11 o'clock, just before you go to bed. All right. And as you guys know it, I'm going to be giving you what the energies is going to be tomorrow. As you see it, this energies here, that is going to be with the new moon, they're going to be focused within the growth within yourself. Very good, beautiful, very powerful energies, and particularly that right now Mercury is together with Pluto. That is going to be when you start getting a lot of this communications of that Pluto creation. Okay, that deep transformations. Some of you may be finding some people who are of that 1% of the populations. Some of you all of a sudden maybe going to find some people. Some of you maybe become part of that, part of this 1% of populations in there. Okay? The question is what is that 1% represent? Okay? Because the plutocration represents this 1% of the population. All right? So seeing it within yourself, look at it within yourself, and hopefully you're going to pass that test. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. If you have some any questions, you may ask right now. If not, let's share the love and the light, and I will come back here tomorrow and talking to you. Much love to you guys. And share the love and the light. Be love. I'll see you tomorrow.